Hi everybody, welcome to JohnHQLDPlays. I'm John, my friends are about to play. Come and join us in Pandemic Legacy. Now one of the things with this site, normally we will have Let's Play videos where we'll talk about things, we'll run through, and you get to see a run through of a game, you get to see our reactions, and that is hopefully going to help you evaluate whether or not you'd like to get the game yourself. This video series is different. If you want to play Pandemic Legacy, please do not watch these videos. They are full of spoilers. Nothing is going to be edited out, or you're not going to be hiding anything. This is going to be for people that have already played it and just want to have a giggle at other people having a go, or for people that aren't going to get the chance to play it themselves and run through. If you are one of the people that are deciding whether or not to get the game, there will be a spoiler-free review coming up in the next few days. Please watch that video, not this series. For everybody else, please enjoy, as my friends experience for the first time, Pandemic Legacy. It catches everything. First things first, I got a rule wrong. It does happen, I know it's amazing. I was correct insofar as you can start at any research station. It's not you pick which research station, like individually, you pick as a group. Because we did start like that, it's effectively giving you a free turn. Because you can just travel from research station to research station anyway. So I personally don't mind if you keep playing it that way, or we can play it the official way. Which would you like to do? It's all up to you.
Should we go official way? Probably go official way.
No, easy done. So, who are you people? What have you done to my friends? Draw this card before you start the first game in April. Carry on. Complete 2 of the 3 existing tasks. That's not so dead easy. Draw this card as soon as the second epidemic card has been completely resolved.
Oh God.
So it's another one of those, get in about halfway and go through. You have your power from winning last month of setting up a research station anywhere on the board. We've set up the game first, but nah. So pick which characters you like and knock yourselves out.
Just a thought on that one, because that's our superpower for April. Depending on how this first game goes, and we do have a kind of crappy setup, if we lose this first game, we get to do that twice. We get 2 new permanent.
Yeah, it's for the entirety of the month.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 new permanent military bases.
No, you get to put a starting base down.
Yeah.
It's not a permanent one unless at the end of the game you make it permanent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we throwing our first game on
Maybe.
purpose
We'll
to get a
start.
research station?
Don't forget, you've only had the 1 loss and not in a row, but don't forget, if you lose 4 games in a row, there is mystery box number 8 that we would like to present with this lovely Corvette and fishing boat. Don't know what's in there, don't know if it's worth throwing 4 games in a row, but if it gets completely chaotic, there is an out.
Is that an out though, or is it just a worse?
You guys are terrible.
My personal hope, I know it won't be, but my personal hope is it's actually a voucher for a free second copy because you screwed the first one up so bad.
As soon as everybody finds out that's what it is though.
That's exactly why I know it's not what it is, but I did think it was really cool with Portal, the Cape game. You do get a free Portal 2 voucher with the box. It doesn't tell you on the box until you open it up, and it's like, oh, there's a free computer game as well.
Sweet.
Now you know what the jokes are about, so yeah.
Alright, characters.
And we have an upgrade to choose too, don't we?
No, it's
No,
the end
all
of
the
the
upgrades and
We
everything.
did that at the end of last session.
Did we choose well?
Who knows?
What did we choose at the end of last
remember.
session?
I think
And right now I'm going to get the old guy from last crusade. You chose Paul.
We did get, that was one of our upgrades, I'm pretty sure. We made that
A base.
a base.
Permanent base.
Yep.
Cool.
so. We should keep in the research and scientist.
Definitely.
So
And the medic definitely needs to stay.
Okay. So does
So we're
that
keeping
mean
the medic because of the local connections.
And because the medic's just the most powerful.
Yeah, solving problems. And
But are they a force for good already?
So then that's 3 of them. So then we have 4 other characters to choose from.
okay? So do we want to put these aside?
Yes.
I want to put these 4 up.
Oh, that is a kraken.
okay, quarantine specialist who has the forecasting ability.
That's pretty good, but
Can
it's
place a
quite
quarantine
reactive.
anywhere on the board, like say person or?
So yeah,
Oh, that's
if we
really
place
good.
if we place a quarantine thing, it goes anywhere. It doesn't matter if there's cubes in the city. It just stops the next cube coming, right?
I think so, but also, is it only everybody can place quarantine if they're in the city, can't they? Or
In
not?
your current city,
In
but
your current
quarantine can do it anywhere.
On the board, yeah.
Quarantine markers are never removed from the city border. City can safeguard it a bit.
And the quarantine specialist is a military, so when we
She
get
can
that,
move around.
yes,
Can she build other military bases
Yep.
though?
anybody.
Anybody can build it.
Ops
Okay.
expert is the specialist for doing that though.
So on your little blue cards in front of you, you have the list of all your moves. The action one should be the other side. Yep.
So it's build a structure, so anybody can build either structure.
For all those at home, it's been about 2 months since they've played this, so hence trying to work it all back out again.
But the ops expert does it without using a card. Everybody else has to use a card.
Oh, so you're in the card, you put down a city card.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Making people
Oh,
fly out.
and can get into rioting, collapsing, and fallen cities.
By discarding
So
anything.
he's going to be handy to have later.
By discarding any city card.
That's it.
So that's
That's a flat
non-colour.
move. That's actually, you can go from any
Yeah.
structure. So
No.
you can move from any research
Oh, yeah,
station
so
or
that's-
military base
yeah.
to a rioting, collapsing or fallen city.
Yeah.
No
by
one else
discarding
can
a card.
fly into that.
Yeah.
Correct.
But it can just be any card.
Mm-hmm.
So if he wanted to fly
So
to Khartoum here, he could just put Istanbul down.
Yeah. Oh, and just to remember, we can't kill
Which
yellow.
guy is that?
Ops expert. That's exactly what it says. So we can't kill yellow, we can only control Miami and Joburg.
Yes, that's right.
So he can just go anywhere for free.
No.
No,
Hey.
it's in a card.
A
With
card
those
of
cards.
any colour.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow,
But he has
that's-
to be at a building.
Oh,
So it doesn't
has
have to
out
be-
of building.
Yeah.
Um,
But can build buildings really easily.
Yes.
That might be. I think we can rule out generalists. Like the 5 turns is good, but it's not going to make a huge.
No.
When you weigh it against the powers of all these.
I think it's between the ops expert and the quarantine specialist. Dispatch is not bad, but
Dispatcher is really good if you can, but with the ability between the scientist and the researcher, that makes that relationship so much easier. The dispatcher is just good for getting them together, I
Yeah.
think.
Don't forget, if you do take the ops expert, for example,
we get
because he's new, you get to pick a relationship as we set it up as well. It's not an end game thing, it's a before game thing.
I think John wants us to take the
No, I'm just saying, remember the rules, that's it.
and we don't know what do we know what the relationships available are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got rivals, which allow you to, if a card is played by your rival, you can discard 2 cards to get that card back, which can be useful when we want to use the same card twice.
Yeah, so say for example you've got an unfunded event card, that's a brilliant way to get it back into play.
So
Do we
that's
have any of those in the mix at the moment?
no.
I don't remember, I don't think so.
No, we've got no of the.
No.
So quarantine specialist seems quite reactive, so she'd be great if a lot of stuff's going wrong. So she might be a good choice just because a lot of stuff is going wrong right from the beginning, whereas ops expert's probably better at looking long term in the game.
Yeah.
Don't forget the quarantine specialist's really special power too is once per turn she can put a quarantine marker anywhere on the board.
Yeah.
Like that is,
I mean,
Really.
And
Is
she's
he-
got forecaster.
is the only reason we're not putting her in because we've used that team already so many times and we're wanting to try something new?
Well, the ops expert is new to the game, and it's going to be really valuable for eventually completing this objective,
But
getting the military
yeah,
bases
that's
in
true.
the different regions. So,
But don't
as
forget-
Nat said, I completely agree with Nat. On the
can
ops
choose to
expert.
ignore that objective
Yeah.
and just go the eradicate one. It's the cure is the only mandatory one.
Next month we will need 3 objectives, but we don't know if we'll get more.
Yeah.
Yeah, or objectives might get torn up.
Yeah.
I would strongly suggest do not even think about next month.
Sure.
Okay.
Especially when you know that something's going to change because the purple markers now.
It's true.
So,
Then
I'm leaning towards, yeah, I agree with Nat's analysis.
Yeah. She's just so powerful. Like she's a forecaster, she can put a quarantine down anywhere.
Yeah.
It's the other three. I mean,
we're already on
Yeah.
the
If
on
we-
the back foot. starting this game.
If we bring the ops expert in now, before we get more information, we might give him a power that's not as suited for the long
yeah.
game.
Relationship.
A relationship, yeah. We don't know which relationship's going to be best for him.
Yeah.
Then should we play quarantine?
Sounds like it.
Sounds like we're getting towards a consensus.
Alright, who wants to do what?
Who's going to be going first?
How do we choose that?
It's the who's got the highest population.
I have got Chicago, which is 9
Beating me.
I've got
She's got 10 million.
Actually, I've got Paris, which has 10 million.
I've got
so-
Jakarta, which has 26 million.
There we are.
There we go. And can anyone beat 26 million?
I cannot beat 26 million.
We're going to be so good at populations at the end of this.
Not with that.
There's 26 people in the city of Jakarta.
26 whole people!
26 million.
So what's the most important to go first, the quarantine specialist or the medic to just run into Essen and clear it?
Ooh, I think we should go both of them first too, because then wherever the medic doesn't run,
Yeah.
the quarantine specialist will have to save. So I reckon quarantine specialist saves Beijing, because that's going to be
Yeah.
harder to get to.
Medic. Yeah, nice.
We've also got Sydney with 3 down here.
Oh, I missed that.
Okay. So
I have
maybe
to look
the,
after the home.
maybe the quarantine specialist might be better there because it's covering
Well,
fewer spaces.
if we all start here,
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's.
I think that's a definite. Who
so
can
the
get
quickest way to Sydney is jump to Atlanta.
You have Jakarta, do you?
I do have Jakarta.
So you could actually clear out red, and then we don't have to worry about this bottom corner.
That's true.
If you were the medic.
Yeah.
Oh, don't we need the medic around?
So, well, we can either have the quarantine specialist go in and
Yeah,
take care.
and
Does
just
the quarantine
slowly-
specialist get that power?
No.
No, okay.
It just quarantine.
Yeah, okay.
So can place a quarantine once per turn. Place a quarantine marker anywhere on the board.
So she could
As well as doing
effectively
the-
run here and quarantine that.
Well,
1, 2, 3, but then no, you'd want to put the quarantine marker there as well.
Does anyone have Essen?
Oh, no.
I have
Madrid.
Paris, and I mean I can go right. I can go right next to Essen.
Well then, yeah, it just depends. Because you've got 2 blues, we wouldn't.
I think with the Paris card, we could use the Paris card to put the military base there or a research station in Paris, and then we've got one right next to Essen for the rest of
That's
the
a
day,
good idea.
potentially.
Although 2 blues, if we make her
Oh, sorry.
the scientist, then she's
Yeah.
only 2 away, and then it's
Yeah.
just done.
That's
if
a
she
good
gets
idea.
2, then
Alright.
it's
It's a
done.
very good idea.
Scientist.
But you
Here's
can't
your
get
lab
rid
coat.
of.
Yes. So if I do the medic thing and drop down here and
So the quarantine specialist take care of this, medic clears out this, and we're done.
yeah.
So, who's second? Well, we just organised ourselves.
Well,
now.
how would we go with? I think researchers should maybe go before
Okay, so
scientists.
medic, quarantine,
It's not very
researcher, scientist.
Alright, we did have
Look after Olivia for me.
I will.
I
She's
I will.
been with me for a very long
How my
time.
have is. Is that quarantine, you think? Or researcher?
I feel like quarantine is high vis. Quarantine.
Hey, we're swapping. Yeah,
How do you have
I'm
the
the
vids?
scientist. I'm the researcher.
Huh? For doing.
Wait, what am I looking at?
You're looking at the who they
Oh
have a relationship
yeah.
with.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, so even got a lab coat on.
I wasn't looking through my microscope. That was the problem.
That's the problem.
Do you want your researching time?
Do you know how to tie a tie?
I don't know how to tie a tie.
That's it. I don't know how to tie a tie, so I'm glad that you can
Got
do
years
this
of
first.
private school education and working as an engineer and
Fantastic.
I can't
Yeah,
tie a tie.
whenever
And
you
watching
decide
Rambo
to
movies,
do
so it's like this,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. That's
Alright,
You're
let's
really like
do
the
this.
least likely person to own hybrids, I think.
I had my first day.
It's beautiful.
No.
Is there like a mask in there that we could put on Natalie? For quarantine?
If we get a wound, she can just bandage us up.
Okay, so I am the scientist. I need 2 more blue cards and then we're done. Is that
Yep.
right?
So
Yeah.
I've got 1 blue card already.
So researcher wants to be giving, yeah, that's a really good combination. So I think before you leave the base, just hand her a blue card.
Can't you have me a blue card from Laura? Isn't that
Yeah, actually that'd be a good
you
idea.
can.
No, it doesn't matter where I am.
And how does it work with taking? When can you take cards?
So I'm the only one that you can take off me whenever.
Yep.
I can give out whenever. You guys have to give and take when you're in the right city.
We can take
No, I
from
think
you.
we
No,
can
we
take
can't
with
take
that.
from you whenever.
You have
can
one
only
of you
give.
has to be in that city if they're
Yeah.
taking from you.
You made
You can give
so.
any, but to take, one of you has to be in the city in question.
I'm just gonna remember how this card
No,
works.
so if it involves me and you're getting my card, the city is irrelevant.
Yeah. What if
Yeah.
we want to give you a card? Like
No,
if
then
I
it has
put
to
a-
be the correct city.
As the scientist, you can just give it to me whenever on any turn, can't you?
Exactly.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, on one.
So if the card's coming from if the
During your
card's
turn.
if you have the card, it's your card and you're trying to give it to anybody else, you have to be in the correct city.
Yeah.
If it's me and it's my card, city is irrelevant.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I love the props, guys.
Start us off, oh fearless leader.
alright, I'm going to fly to Jakarta. 1, 2. And then use my local connections power. Once per turn, you may treat disease in a city connected to your city. 3.
Very nice. Very nice.
1, 2, 3, and then I've got another move. Should I just start walking towards Beijing?
Yeah.
4. Alright, Kinshasa and Johannesburg.
Oh, someone's on the yellow.
So do we want to
Oh, we
assign?
can't treat
We
them
can't
anyway.
treat yellows.
Just assign. I'll do reds. If you do blacks.
Yeah.
Oh, the yellows.
Alright,
When you do
flip.
Madrid.
That's
So I have that card. And Karachi. Just next to us. Good first turn. Good first turn.
Nice work.
nice, thanks.
What colour am I?
White.
Oh, yeah, great. So is it worth me going to Milan? Because then I'm protecting Istanbul and Essen.
No, you don't have that power. It's different power to the base game.
Oh, okay. So I just gotta get there.
So now all your gaming and learning
All my
rules,
prowess.
just throw it out the window.
Oh, damn. I might use my forecaster. If you can.
Yeah.
Can you flip the top two? I think it's the infection cards.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Shh, I didn't look at the top card. Atlanta and
So
Seoul.
that's fine.
That is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, I might go 1, 2, 3, and then quarantine Beijing. Do we think that's a good?
Or quarantine Essen.
Yeah, on the.
Can't you quarantine 2 cities in your turn? No, this one.
I can the one I'm in. So if I'm in Essen, then that's
You get the
quarantine.
normal.
Anyway.
No, you still need to
need
do
to
the
put
action.
you need to put a quarantine token down, and if we pull, say Essen, if we get an epidemic and Essen comes up and she's in Essen with the quarantine token, then nothing will go down. If the quarantine token is there but she's not, then we just remove the quarantine token. And if she's there without the quarantine token, it will outbreak and she'll get a scar.
So you need to be there. If you're in there, you need to have a quarantine token.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe one of your actions will be to remove one of those or do it, right?
So
I think
1,
I
2,
need to-
3.
Just the
You've
quarantine
only got
token.
4, just quarantine.
I think Essen's more important than Beijing at this
Yeah,
point, because
definitely.
Beijing only connects to 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essen's already with 3.
So, 1, 2, 3.
And quarantine.
Take one?
No.
Oh, quarantine.
So
So she doesn't actually have to be there to quarantine it.
no,
No,
she
it's
doesn't.
just protecting the.
So you could be moving elsewhere if you wanted.
But she's protecting the.
I'll just start chipping away at it next round.
Sure. Yeah.
Yep, that's me. Alright.
London.
London.
And
No, this is just.
Buenos Aires.
Happy for blacks.
And now we have Atlanta and Seoul.
First one.
Alright. If that makes it my turn.
Shocking.
So that's move 1.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If I meet you in London, Nat, you can give me the London card and I can pass it to her, or you two can just meet up and then she can cure blue. If we get blue cured,
Except you have to meet in London. But yes.
Where's London?
next to Essen. So that's actually pretty easy to organise. She can walk
Yeah.
there in her turn.
Oh, you know what she could have done? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ended up in London instead of Essen and then just put a quarantine.
But I needed to spend
No,
time.
yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And she didn't have the London card at that time. That's true.
And then this way nothing happens, we don't even worry about the quarantine.
So we need to take care of Beijing is our next priority. But I can't get there. Should I move there at all, or I think I could just take care of Istanbul potentially.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
I'll get rid of both on Istanbul.
Yeah. Are we worried
Or I
about
can
Beijing?
fly to Atlanta and take one out. Or
Who are you again, the researcher?
I'm researcher, yes.
Do you have anything of value for
No,
anyone?
I have a yellow.
The strongest thing
Bogota.
would be.
I'm going to be able
Would
to
it be
give it
what?
to Kristen. And, oh, I guess we'll wait and see what falls.
I think just clearing Istanbul.
It might be the strongest move for now.
Mm.
Yeah, we have no reds. We cannot fly
Mm.
to. So
Or if I go to where's Bogota?
and build a structure.
No, because then I can fly from there to anywhere, but it's way too far away. Oh, actually, I can get there this turn, and then next turn I can fly anywhere as required,
Build a structure.
or build a structure.
I still think it's good for you to be in the hub of things, so that if someone needs a card, like if you get a really great hand and you've got a blue, Elle can come up and meet you next turn.
I'll stay in Istanbul.
Like it's a gamble,
yeah, but like they don't need to be in the same city.
Yeah, we
Oh,
don't.
true.
That's right.
They can email each other now.
but
Alright, so I'm going to clear the 2 out of Istanbul, so that's, I passed the card, I moved, took 2 cubes. Okay. And I got Cairo, and an Academic.
Of course.
Of course. So Cairo is good, because that means we can start collecting blacks.
Move.
And you've got 2 over there.
Wait.
No, we don't do
Okay,
that
she goes
yet.
up here.
So this moves up. So next Epidemic card, we get to look at that.
One off the bottom.
Yes, please.
Bogota!
Oh, great. I could have been there.
But you
No,
won't.
it's really good that I'm not there, because I could get a
I'm
scar.
very excited.
Yeah. Funny how these things work out. Alright, so we don't want Beijing, and we don't want Bogota. And ideally not Essen either. Would be great.
Thanks,
We have our
cards.
priorities.
Essen's fine though, because nothing
Seoul.
happens.
Seoul's not bad. No, we lose the... we
No,
lose
because
the-
I'm there.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Oh, right, okay.
Beijing!
goes
Oh!
top. Sorry, guys.
On it.
Oops, 1, 2. And now Seoul is on the brink.
Um,
And can we get a
We need
sticker?
a 3 sticker.
Oh.
So now Beijing's as bad as Essen.
It's okay, guys. It's okay.
It's okay.
Because we can still clear
Yeah,
from
Medic's going to
surrounding.
clear it out real
It's gonna be
fast.
fine.
Yeah,
It's kind of fun putting stickers down too.
it is.
Like, let's be real.
It would have been nice if we hadn't put that sticker down. If
But like, it's kind of fun. I like the way
So
the board
learning.
changes and becomes a different board. It's a really cool part of the game.
And that'll be your turn.
Okay, alrighty. So where am I? I'm here.
You want to meet. You want to get to London.
I want to get to London.
What's in London?
You will be.
and
You'll give her the
a
card.
and then
And then she cures it, and then lose.
3. Yeah, 4, and I'm in London.
Yeah. Good time.
Nice.
Strong.
I'm so good at driving,
Do
guys.
some shopping while you're there, or
I love London.
I've got some cards. Let's
Go to
go.
West End.
I'll just go to the fancy parts of London, not where the diseases will be.
So classist.
No, I really
So
don't.
if you get a blue, you might get a blue.
Okay, draw guitar. That's mine.
Other side, see it.
That's mine. Don't worry,
Karachi?
guys.
Well, you can give me Karachi.
Come here.
Oh no, you could. I could give you my blue, and then you could.
That has
never mind.
yellow.
We'll figure it out later.
And
Washington.
Washington!
oh.
So now, no, we still want to. Now we can use one of those to create another research centre, Paris
Yeah.
or London, or a military base.
Try a military base.
Military
What is
base
that?
in
What do we
Paris.
have to do now with the 4 cards? I haven't been scientist before. I've never actually cured.
Oh,
No, so that's got to be
Oh
your
wait,
turn.
no, she doesn't have to be in a thing.
Haven't we cured that disease? Isn't that
you don't need to spend an action, but I think it needs to be in your turn.
I would still do it on your turn.
Yeah.
on your turn?
Plus,
Okay.
we want to. I think we want to hold on to Paris
Yeah, we can hold on to Paris.
because then we can build a military base in here. And
Right next to
Yeah.
Essen.
Yeah.
Well, why don't I just do that in London? Because
Paris is more
Paris
central.
is super connected.
Okay.
Because it's connected to black as well.
Yeah.
2 and 5 instead of 4.
Just a thought. Yeah.
Yeah, these ones.
JK. And Atlanta gets the second one.
Excellent. You can go back and. We're fine.
My turn?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
No, you can't do remote twice.
Oh,
That's alright, Soul's not going to come out.
Or famous last words.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good.
That's fine.
You're doing your job.
It's fine.
and you're in the red area and no one else was in the red area.
I love how supportive we are. Can you imagine if there was a real out? Well, I'm.
No!
So, tons of blue cards.
I can build so many
Put me
structures.
some colours, please.
I certainly can. Sydney
Australia.
and New London.
Ooh! Oh gosh, I don't want a scar.
I'll be coming
Alright.
for a visit, friendly visit. So should I clear 1 from Essen before I go, or yeah?
You have 2 or
It's a double, yeah.
One.
But I've got to give. So
After
1.
L's turn, it'll be cured, and then it's one action to clear all of them anyway.
That's true.
So if I go, the chances of it coming up twice.
Super
Up
minimal.
there.
No, super minimal, because we've lost one, we've got to get through another 8 or so.
Maybe. Might be the top of the next deck, you never know.
I might use my forecast
4,
first.
6, 8.
Yeah.
Forecast?
Mm-hmm.
Is that an action for you?
No.
Oh, nice.
Paris.
Paris and Istanbul.
Yeah, something real cute.
Okay. Well, I want to quarantine Seoul just so that we're safe.
Oh yeah, nice. That's a good
And,
idea.
Um,
Oh, 1.
or Bogota, because you're right there.
Yeah, Soul's already out.
And yeah, and we can't cure the yellow.
Yeah, good.
Good point. That's right. Trixie ring.
Can't treat yellow.
So that's my 1,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, and then if I take 1 off London,
We'll take one.
Is
Because
it an
London's
action
more
to
likely
give me
to-
a card?
yes, London's more likely to come out than Essen is.
Didn't London just come out?
London just came
Oh,
out.
London just
and
came
Essen
I
hasn't.
think you've just taken 1 off Essen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take
What
1
off
off
Essen? That's like a double protection,
Mm.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
1, 2.
we're 2 cards away
Two.
from it popping.
3,
4.
Lovely.
Should I flip you some
I
cards?
shall flip me some cards.
I'd like to have more blue cards in San Francisco.
Oh, good.
Sorry, you'll be able to fly straight to San Fran.
And then
It's
if
right
I'm-
Atlanta, which would be nice.
If I'm Atlanta, I can go anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, symmetry. Oh, what's that one? Back there.
And infection tank.
So, surprise, surprise.
Oh my gosh, it's
Paris.
Paris! No!
Yeah, probably.
And Istanbul.
Because we're talking so much about Paris and epidemics, I keep thinking of that story that Edgar Allan Poe wrote about the. Anyway, it's fine. there's like a disease outside that's killing everyone, so he builds this amazing palace, and everybody lives there and has these parties and forgets what's going on, and then it comes and gets them at the palace, and it's very scary because it's Edgar Allan Poe. Anyway, cool story, Elle.
I don't have a planet for this turn.
Which one are you?
So I can give you a black card.
Okay, sounds
And
fun.
you can
And
start
then I've
collecting
got
blacks.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I can't give
You
you,
need to
yours
be in the city. But you've
that
got,
you're in,
you've got to be in the city of the card.
even to give to you.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's, what have you got? Istanbul and Riyadh.
Mm-hmm.
They're both adjacent to Baghdad, so that shouldn't be too hard to coordinate between the two of you. And then we've got 4 blacks.
Could go to Bogota and... Oh,
No, you can't do anything about it. I could clear Atlanta, I could clear
You could.
Paris.
You can clear
Go
them
to-
away though, can't you?
You can clear
just
them,
can't.
you just can't cure it.
No,
No, we can't treat
Cannot
them.
be treated, cannot be
No.
cured.
They're stuck on the board.
So we actually want to get quarantine markers on Miami and Johannesburg
That's true.
as well.
Yeah.
So could you...
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can do Miami.
But then you wouldn't be in place to.
Said so many people on a Friday.
I can, no, 1, 2, 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I can get to Miami. I can use my card to fly to Bogota, which will then one space away to Miami.
Who quarantine
And then I can move to Atlanta or something. And that keeps me mobile.
but you're not in place to transfer a card.
Well, I've got no cards yet, so it does. I don't have to be in a place. So.
No, sorry, I'm from that to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how does that work if you work as the middleman? Like, how do you receive a card
No,
from me?
so what we'd want to do, I think, is have me and Elle in Cairo and Riyadh, and then you just do a tour in one turn, go back
Yeah.
there.
So you want to end up in Rio?
Why are we going to Rio? I missed it. I'm sorry, guys.
So that can give you.
You have Rio and Istanbul.
Well, she can end up in it, and Elle can take off potentially. If we want me to take care of Miami, I can't end up in those spots.
I can throw a quarantine at Miami.
Yeah, but it's not your turn for ages. I can do that. So I'll fly to Bogota. Nope. And I'll move to Miami, and I'll place a quarantine marker, please. And then I'll move to Atlanta. And that's my turn. Seoul, that's good. I can fly to Seoul.
Joe!
Sorry, guys.
So much anger. So good feeling of pain.
It's entirely his fault.
Oh no, wait, stop. We've got the
Oh, you're up. Oh no, we've got to resolve it first.
We got to resolve it.
resolve it first? Okay.
No, I need it's good.
Algiers.
Oh no. Keeps on putting 3s on places that we don't want. Somebody else want to shuffle this?
No.
Thanks.
I was responsible for the last one.
You've been responsible for 100% of your feelings this game.
Oh, you're the new Nat.
They weren't 2 in a row though, were they?
Hey. Pardon, that's right. Oh, he saw through my bluff, guys.
Right. Sydney.
Okay.
We can deal with that. That's good.
Sydney's okay.
London. That's not
Great.
bad.
Yep.
You're about to
It's
cure
fine.
it?
It's fine.
Good.
And then it's fine.
Okay, we now
We have
need to
resolved
read
it.
a card, I believe.
Coda has mutated again,
No.
producing frightening results.
What?
Victim's skin turns translucent, showing their viscera and tissue beneath.
Yum.
Even worse. I am never going to a sushi restaurant again. Even worse, these faded often experience periods of great rage, attacking anything within sight.
Is Pandemic introducing zombies?
Yeah.
No, they're faded, weren't you listening?
Faded.
They are agitated and confused during these times, often hallucinating and exhibiting bizarre or abnormal behaviour. After these aggressive periods, the faded are normal in demeanour, although horrible to behold.
Our cities are being invaded.
Oh god.
New rule, faded cities. From now on, place faded figures instead of coda cubes, including game setup. Cities will change into faded cities as faded figures appear in them. Before placing faded figures onto a city, mark the city as a faded city using the stickers that follow, if it doesn't already have a sticker. Replace all coda cubes in the city, if any, with faded figures. So at the moment, what you've got there is fine. It's only when you put the next one down. These proceed normally, triggering an outbreak if you would need to place a 4th faded figure. So, you now have clearance. Open box number 3!
We don't want to.
Because I made the best joke about this, so I get to open it.
Yeah, let's go with
The
that.
epidemic, it's entirely your fault.
Oh.
Do we have a sticker to remember all that?
That's in the rule book.
So,
yeah.
clarify, after this game, there's no more yellows.
That's it, you just place faded figures
Oh
down.
my gosh, zombies!
Faded.
Let's be real though.
Convert adjacent cities. If a faded city outbreaks into any city, even one that's a different colour than the coronavirus, mark that city as a faded city. This city will now produce faded figures instead of cubes of its original disease. When cities of other diseases outbreak into a faded city, place cubes as per the normal rules. So if you had black outbreaks, you place a black one there. But Cairo, if it goes the other way around, will become faded and you place, so same
The
rules, if you run out of little zombie dudes,
So it's
You will
essentially
die,
like
so-
a uniform disease that can spread through any colour.
yeah,
Well, it still does, but yeah, it
Does it-
basically
does-
expands. It can expand the amount of the board that we can't treat.
yeah.
So we can't treat anything and
Starting turns with faded figures. When you begin your turn, if your pawn is in a city with one or more faded figures, take one scar and add it to your character card.
Oh!
Remember, if you cannot add a scar, your character is lost.
oh guys.
I haven't finished yet, I've got a lot more things to go through.
God.
I'm gonna go hide under the table for a while. That's my coping
I think
mechanism.
I think the horror of this
To be
is
fair,
too
Joel,
big
didn't
for us
matter who
right now,
got
but
it,
it's
this
gonna
is
be
what was
fun.
coming. When adding faded figures to a city with a quarantine marker, remove the quarantine marker instead. If you are unable to place the number of faded figures actually needed on the board, you lose the game. So in that sense, it all works the same.
So when I get quarantining,
Everybody quarantining.
Jeez.
With
Somebody
the,
said quarantine.
with the getting scars, is that any time you're in the same city as a faded figure?
When you start
When
your
you start
turn.
your turn.
So
If you move in,
the OP is if you move in, that's fine, and pray the dispatcher has a move to get you out.
or you move in and out. Yeah.
oh, we don't have the dispatcher.
If you are unable to place, that's just the same thing. If you can't place a number of faded figures, then you lose.
Next
So-
time I'm playing with the dispatcher.
So we can't cure faded city. We can't cure faded people, and faded people can go into other cities. Is this why this is so
Yes.
scary? Have I got this right?
Yeah, and the
Awesome.
faded,
So-
when they move into a different colour than yellow, they turn that faded and that no longer produces, say, black,
So
so
can you
produce faded.
replace that with
And when do faded cities stay faded cities if we at the end of the month?
Yep, they get their own special sticker that they become faded. Everybody, the very first city to become faded is City 0. Then it starts going up from there.
And I think if we use all 17 of those stickers, we'll be in a lot of trouble.
There's more.
How do I know City Zero?
It's
It'll be the first one
Is it-
that we draw that's a yellow.
The first time you have to place one down.
Quarantining,
so-
guys. Quarantining.
Yeah, so if we drop one in Joburg, drop a
So-
quarantine in Joburg as quickly as possible. We've got 3 yellow cards to draw before we...
Wouldn't we want to quarantine Khartoum so that it doesn't spread into
Yes.
But we don't know where Khartoum is in this deck. It could be right at the bottom.
black?
So we quarantine
New
Joburg
Scars.
because we know it's at the top.
Read and enjoy.
New scars. Terrified. It takes one more action for you to drive or ferry to a city containing faded figures. Feeble. It takes one more action for you to quarantine. Paranoid. You cannot share knowledge except with someone you have a relationship with.
Oh.
Jesus.
So, because Al looks terrified, there is a new game end upgrade.
Okay, so the game end upgrade is unfunded event airstrike. Remove one faded figure from any city, play any time, not an action.
So you remember how unfunded events works?
Yeah.
Mainly Al.
No, not really.
Okay, so you can put one of these on a city card, and then you can play it as a city, or you can play it as a funded action.
Okay, so do we take this off and put it on? Do we?
Well, at the end of the game.
at the end of the
option.
game.
Yeah.
You sure we can't have it now?
Pretty sure the words "add this to the pool of upgrades available at the end of the game" does preclude you throwing it
There's
on.
some wiggle room
House
there.
rules.
I believe I offered house rules at the start of this, and somebody went official.
Hey, I would just like to point out that out of all 4 of you, I was the only one who didn't say anything about official rules. The tape will prove me right.
Not by the time I'm finished with it.
So the basic premise of house rules, in this house we rule.
That seems to be the common one, yes. So now that's it. Stop. Draw this card at the end of this game. So continue as normal.
Elle, your turn. Finger.
And we're curing blue, guys. It's not all doom and gloom.
And it's not an action.
Woo!
Boom.
Yeah.
Cure depression.
Ah, I
Alright.
feel so happy now.
So would you like to just treat all of them and why you
I shall. So that was 1, 2, 3. I've still got an action left.
No,
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 no.
no. You've got all 4 of your actions.
I've still got 4 actions.
And because it's cured, clearing all 3 is 1 action.
Yes. You now work as the medic for blue.
1. Do I have to move to cure that?
Yeah. You can move to Paris.
Or do
Do
I
I
move
move
to
to Paris
Essen?
and then you're going to build your base there at Paris?
Do we want to get Algiers taken care of a little bit? We've only got Sydney and London out. Seoul, Algiers are in trouble.
Okay. Alright, so Essen has a thingy.
Yeah.
So I've got
3 actions left.
So you could walk to Algiers and take 1 cube off.
Or put
Oh,
it
put it
quarantine.
Quarantine on it.
I reckon that's the way to go.
1, 2. Couldn't I do both? 3, 4, but then I made
No,
Algiers.
your first action was moving all the
Clearing
cubes
the
from
blue.
London.
Oh, because it's an action.
Which you had to do, so that's fine.
Didn't have to do. London's just come out.
It was worth doing.
It was worth doing. Yeah.
2. Okay, so that would be 1, 2, 3,
4.
4. Put the quarantine down. Would that be good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best thing.
Am I blue? I'm blue. Oh.
Just as a general rule, I know your move is fine.
Yeah.
If you're flipping up between taking a cube or quarantining,
Quarantine is always.
no, sometimes it's better to remove because if you can't place any of the coloured cubes, you lose the game. So generally speaking, that's the choice you want
And
to
also
make.
we can run out of quarantine.
Oh, we just have
If
to
you run out of
reduce it.
quarantine
Yeah.
tokens, you can move
Yeah,
one. That's
But
fine.
it's the same effect
At
because
this
if we draw
stage.
it, if we draw the Algiers card, it'll either be remove it, it's got 3, or add a cube, it's got 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only time it's different is when you pull the epidemic card from the bottom of the stack and you've got to put 3 cubes on it. It would stop anything happening. That's the only time it's more.
That'll only happen in a place that we've had an outbreak and it's spread to, not we've put it down because we've drawn the
Yeah.
card.
So it's a real rarity for that to protect you.
So it's a coin flip, whatever you want
Maybe.
to do. Alright.
If we're worried about running out. Although, can it come out twice in the next? It
No.
can't. No.
It
Would have to be.
can come out once before we draw the next epidemic and it come out again after we draw the next epidemic.
Alright. Want to get some happy cards? Potentially happy cards?
some
Potentially
happy
killing
cards.
everything cards.
Happy cards.
Happy cards.
That's a happy card.
Sao Paulo?
Oh,
That's a
Wow.
very happy
One
card.
more.
That's good.
One more to cure black.
Okay, I have 1 black card by the way.
What's your black card?
Tehran.
We need Algiers.
You have Cairo, do you?
sorry!
I've got Riyadh and Istanbul.
I got Cairo.
You've got Cairo. Okay.
Anyway, so I'm going to go 1. That's my first turn.
Yeah. Can we get you to? Oh, we can get you to Johannesburg, and then you can clear
No,
away.
can't clear it.
Ah,
Yellow one.
yeah.
But you can place a quarantine to stop it
That
from
might be a
appearing
good
again.
idea.
Yeah, okay. So that was 1. Flying to Johannesburg. 2.
And that's all the ones that have come up.
Three.
Yeah,
Yeah, so far, yeah.
Then what other...
So
you have
just-
Kinshasa. If you move to Kinshasa, you can fly out of Kinshasa to anywhere.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So
You might as
just to
well.
clarify too, if you do manage to get through this game, quarantining all the yellows, which is fine, like aim for it, go
Right.
for it. In the next game setup, if a yellow goes down, that's when the faded starts and running through. You're not going to dodge that. So,
Yeah.
But we can dodge it for a game.
oh yeah, possibly.
Ending up, what if Kinshasa like turns up in that pile though?
What did
It's not until we've gone through all the cards
On the top.
that we've previously seen, which should be...
That's fine. You won't get a scar unless
It'll be
it's
fine.
If I start my turn in there and it's been pulled.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I think, because we've got... No, we'll be fine. You've got 9 cards to begin with, and we had a few turns of 2 cards
Actually,
each.
should Elle have finished up there because now she's starting next round? She's going to be starting in a city that has a block in it,
No?
or is it just faded?
This is faded.
No, there's no faded on the board yet.
Yeah.
That's not an
But you
issue.
can start your term in a city with a block in it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's just one of the
It's right.
scars.
If it outbreaks while she's in it,
I'll get a scar.
she'll get some scar. Yeah, so there's going to be at least 15-ish cards to get through before we start hitting new cards. So we're alright.
Famous last words. Bangkok. We got a red, guys. Got a red.
Good.
Baghdad.
Nice.
That's good.
I can get to Baghdad really easily too.
Baghdad's got the Istanbul's easier. Nat's got Istanbul.
Hey, John, could you please infection deficit?
Ah, fine. Paris.
Ooh, 3.
Only because the infection started moving.
And Istanbul.
Okay.
Is it worth trying to eradicate blue?
It is one of our objectives.
Yeah, and it's the easiest one to
Yeah,
remember.
if you do that, you don't do the military.
And we were. Oh yeah. So first, what I want to. Do I want to throw down a quarantine first?
Quarantine's a good. The yellow.
Do you want to, just trying to figure out what you want to do for Elle, you want to finish in Istanbul
Yeah.
so she can take your card off you on her next turn.
And then she can go to Baghdad and then cure it.
So you would go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So you can clear Paris on the way through.
No, because
No.
you're going to throw down a quarantine marker somewhere, I assume.
Probably in Paris. Because blue's being cleared, it would only take 1 extra turn. If I hung out. Well, where else do I need to protect? Sydney, I guess.
Sydney would be good, not having to go there.
But Paris is the most pressing, and if I can just clear it out, that's the safest.
But can you click?
You can't clear it out and... Oh no, that works. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Why? Because it's
No, well, you can either clear Paris or throw down a quarantine marker. Yeah.
Yeah. Should I do that? But I thought it said over here that if you start your turn in anything with a cube.
With a
No.
faded-
No, with
Oh,
a
with a
faded
faded,
figure,
okay.
so that's safe.
Okay, cool. I will do that.
Yeah, the iPad app never prepared you for this, did it?
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. And Tokyo.
Right.
Isn't that
Great.
Okay.
Now we're drawing 3 cards.
Oh, I forgot to use my forecast.
No.
No,
No,
no.
doesn't matter.
Flip it. No.
I
Yeah, you gotta flip it, yeah, it's so easy.
Lagos gets
So-
3 faded.
Ah,
And can you do
Lagos
that?
is now city
So-
0.
Yeah. The heart of Africa.
Oh, right next to me. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
It's right next to you, not right on you. Be thankful for that.
Well done, Matt. Thanks.
Somebody else finally took the hit.
Oh, I don't like them.
So what was their rules for movement? They
No, they
they
move just like a normal virus. There's
Yeah.
nothing special in that sense.
Right.
We might get you to put down a quarantine in Kinshasa and then in Khartoum. And get out of there.
Come on, it's not like you've never been chased by weird translucent men after everything before.
Yeah, you're in real trouble, Kristen.
Yep.
Oh, you'll be fine, he says. We've got 16 cards to blow through, he said.
But now at least we've only got 1 more card until the end of the deck. It's an epidemic.
Yeah, except it's
No, 2
Have
more.
we already had
Not
3?
2 more. That's
it's
3.
going
That's
that
2
that
more.
is
Yeah.
going to outbreak before I can move out.
Yeah.
Which means I'm
Definitely getting a scar.
definitely getting a scar.
Adds character.
It really does, though.
Yeah, that's what the docs are trying to tell me. Not sure.
What? Oh, it's the medic too.
Oh, we should
Paris.
we should
Paris
put
gets
Grizzle on.
Paris is good.
Istanbul.
Good on you for clearing Paris.
Sydney.
Okay, so it's your go next, Joe.
No, Nat just went.
That just went.
Yeah.
Nuts. Yeah, that's gonna suck to be you.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have an airlift? This is where we need the
we
dispatcher.
have no funded events because you guys have been rocking.
We need the dispatcher next time.
We've been rocking it so much that we forgot how good the dispatcher really was. What are the scars again? Can we?
Oh, do the scars when they come up. Don't dwell on it because then it will definitely happen.
We have been against it this game though. Like we started out on the back foot and we've actually done well to
Joel.
kind of.
Yeah.
So you're in Atlanta?
Yep.
Can you come to me and put down a quarantine?
I just
yeah.
counted it. I can't. I get there on 4.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to take a card from me, are you?
Nope. Oh, I could. Yeah.
Because if you come to me, I could.
No.
Nah. Well, if you come to me, I could give you Istanbul, and then you could go anywhere.
Can you take a card from
1,
me?
2,
1, 2, 3.
3,
No, you just
4.
get
I still get there on the 4.
Get there.
Can you take a card only from Nat?
What have you got?
I got Sao Paulo.
No, to take it off you, we have to be in that city.
How could you get to Istanbul?
I get there on
without a
4.
card? Yeah.
I need that extra turn.
I guess the joke is that if I'd stayed in Johannesburg, I'd be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd be protected by the quarantine as well as being in London or City Road.
You couldn't have seen that coming out.
If then maybe. It's all good.
It's alright. You did the best thing at the time.
Oh, we really need an airlift.
Okay.
We've now left, we need a free quarantine, we need to remove the faded.
Can't
Any of those things would be work. Any of those things would work.
So, Kristen, what you might want to do over while me and Elle have our turns is look at all the scars and decide which one is the least damaging for the medic. Should I clear some blues so it's going to be eradicated?
Well, I would clear the Atlanta one.
Are you in Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean. Problem is, if I clear Atlanta and then it gets drawn, we've got to go back there again.
That's it, yeah, I've got the Atlanta card.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's on a research station. So.
Yeah. So where can I jump to? Baghdad, basically.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much more. Can I Sydney? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can end in Sydney.
That would be too dangerous, wouldn't it?
Or I could go there and clear one. I'm dropping it. If I leave Atlanta alone, I can go take care of Sydney.
It just came out.
Yeah.
Also, I'm on one with 3.
Yeah.
Although it breaks into Los Angeles. So that's a fade.
No, it's not. If
Isn't
the
it?
red goes to there, it's just red in Los
So we
Angeles.
just have the 2 scar sheets?
I could very easily get a scar if Istanbul comes out.
Yeah, so Istanbul just came out.
Okay.
But I can take care of Istanbul. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And then you can give me cards.
Should we try to eradicate though?
I could give you Istanbul and then.
No, she's going to come through and collect it anyway. So.
I'll get Istanbul for you.
Yeah. And then black will be cured so we can eradicate. Alright, I'm going to clear those 2. 1.
Maybe you should do Sydney because black will be our eradicate disease.
No, blue could be our eradicate disease. Hold on.
Because black's just as easy. Once we clear out Istanbul, then there's only Algiers and Karachi.
Yeah. Okay, so put the 2 back on Atlanta. And I'm going to go Mexico City, Los Angeles, Sydney, and quarantine.
You can't
place.
do any of the 2 cards. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. That's my turn. Mexico City. I've got Osaka. So I've got 2 reds. So as soon as we start collecting reds, I can start to shoot out.
Okay, so should I clear?
Infection deck.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Alright,
Pesky rules.
here comes the scar. Soon. London gets 1. Lagos goes boom.
Okay, so they all get faded.
Yep, so.
Do you get a scar
I
as
get
soon
a
as a
scar.
fader goes through?
No,
Ah,
at
no,
the start.
start
of
of
the
that
turn.
Her turn. And Beijing gets a cube.
Fishing again.
Do you want to do vision? Or did you already have one?
Yeah, just have 1.
I was watching the stickers. I like
Do
the
we-
technique
do we
of
also get
creating
our-
a faded.
Do we also get a...
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, on Lagos, you need to take that to level 1 because that was a.
Do we have that sticker sheet?
Yeah.
Someone's hoarding it.
Someone's looking at
So your
stars.
turn, El.
Excellent. So should I just go straight to Istanbul and get the card? As my
Yes.
first turn?
2.
That's 4. And then I have to go down here.
Oh yeah, it's still cost an action, so yeah, do that. 3, 4.
No, you don't have to go there. Oh yeah, you do. Sorry.
No, it's black. That goes there?
Yep.
Cured.
Okay.
I couldn't do anything to
Yeah.
help you.
I know.
What scar did you choose?
No, we're
Finish it.
finished.
I'm thinking terrified from your bodily reaction would probably be a really good one.
Should I start building some things?
Right, so Algiers just got 1, so it's on 3 now.
Don't be Istanbul, don't be Istanbul.
No, Istanbul's already out. Jakarta gets 1. Atlanta goes to 3. That's good. So now it can get fixed in one go.
Okay, so I get a scar. I'm thinking, regretful. Discard a card every time you leave a city with 3 cubes of the same colour.
That's a good one.
As medic, I'm unlikely to ever do that.
Yeah, that's
Except
good.
when you're getting ferried around, obviously can help you further.
Except when you're what?
If you're getting ferried through somewhere to get something that's more.
No, if it's
If
got
we
3
had the
cubes in it.
dish-
No, because don't forget faded is still considered cube. So if
Yeah.
you're going through a faded city that's on 3, you'll have to
Yeah.
discard a card.
Okay.
No, like don't get me
Other
wrong.
options?
Everyone will have a negative, so don't.
Yeah.
It's
Other
not too bad.
options, overcautious. You need 1 extra card of the disease colour to discover a cure.
That might be a good one because you're not likely to be discovering that many cures.
Mm-hmm. Not bad. Yeah, okay.
I didn't mind that second one, the first one though. Because it's
Mine
rare that
either.
you're going to go through.
I still like this
Yeah.
one
Not
better.
rare that you're going to be going through faded cities though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't think the medics discover
I'm more
cure in
likely to
ages.
be going through through cities with 3 cubes than I am to be discovering cures.
Sure. Yeah.
Famous last word.
Because there's no such thing as a last word in pandemic, sure.
Why would it have to be Lagos? Why couldn't it be Santiago? Alright.
It's okay.
Come on, Jack Burns. You can do it.
Okay, let's.
We just need to cure the sniffles.
I can fly out of Kinshasa so I can go anywhere.
Yep.
Go.
Do you want me to run through black?
You can get. Oh, you can't quite get Karachi.
Can't quite get all of them.
You can take care of Algiers and Istanbul and be on your merry way into blue. And then run through blue.
If you go 1, 2, 3, 4, you can clear Algiers and Istanbul in 1.
1, 2, 3. And then Atlanta.
Do you-
Yeah, you can do all 3. You can do that.
So 1.
No, fly to Algiers.
So, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll clear 3. Yep. Okay, because disease flees my presence. Okay, so Kinshasa. Here is my plan to get out of this zombie-ridden hellhole. 1.
You're faded, not
Faded
There's
ridden
zombies.
hellhole. 2,
Faded TM.
3, 4.
Oh, nice turn.
Beautifully done. I'm really proud of you.
Just left me with a scar.
I feel like I really wish Missy
It's
Higgins was
fine.
playing in the background right now.
Next game we have theme song. songs.
Thank you for that. I had visions of everything is getting covered in coffee.
Did you notice how I very carefully covered my mouth?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Moscow.
It adds to the flair.
Moscow and Beijing.
Yeah.
That's good. You can jump to Beijing if you need.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards.
And we have Seoul. We have Joburg. Nice.
Very good.
And Miami loses its quarantine marker.
Okay.
Okay, so about those quarantine markers.
And quarantine specialist.
Well, the other thing is I could eradicate black.
Because you can't do. Oh, yeah, you can't do both. Oh, what if? Yeah, you can. What?
Yeah, I can place one.
You can place one. You can fly to Riyadh.
Yeah, and then
move,
eradicate.
And eradicate.
But I can't place two. That would.
Well, you can't place two anyway.
Well,
I
yeah,
can
she
if I
can
go there.
Okay.
count on the normal quarantine
Yeah.
action.
I might just eradicate black. That way, that's done.
Yeah.
And then.
And then throw.
Does
a
that mean
quarantine
if we
marker.
eradicate black, we get one of those cool little things at the end as well?
You have
Yeah.
the ability to put one of them on
Can
as one of your
if you
upgrades.
I like them. They make it a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so flying to Riyadh.
Flying to Riyadh.
And then move to Karachi.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So radio side.
And then I'm gonna throw a
So-
quarantine.
Yeah.
Where does my quarantine go? Do you reckon?
Miami.
Lagos?
Miami.
Miami.
Or Lagos.
Miami.
Miami.
John coughed Lagos.
John
I
did
feel
cough
like.
No, John, smoker's cough. Ignore me.
Okay, comes out again, outbreaks again. That's bad. And it ups here. If this comes out again, okay, that becomes a faded city.
Yeah.
Instead of just coda for it.
Wait. So if Miami comes up, we put a faded down.
Mhm. And then it becomes 3 faded.
Oh, so those two yellows disappear.
It become faded.
Sure. Okay.
And if that outbreaks, it spreads into Washington and Atlanta.
And they
Which
become
become
faded
faded cities.
Yeah.
That
So
doesn't
I
sound
think
good. I reckon-
quarantining the borders. We need to safeguard
We
our
can-
borders.
I'm pink. Am I pink? I'm not pink. I'm
I'm
brown.
Okay.
What do you have in your hand?
I can fly to Mexico City and then quarantine Miami in my turn.
Cool.
Epidemic.
Oh. Oh, guys, I forgot to use my forecast.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all right.
Still your turn.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
Yep.
What do you guys reckon? Group vote.
Lagos, I guess.
Why Lagos though?
Because John
Stops it going into worse territory if it. But Miami won't outbreak. Lagos will.
But then Miami's a faded city.
No, it will be, but.
Can you get to Lagos? No, you don't want to go to Lagos.
I don't want to go to Lagos.
Yeah, you can get to Miami, you can't go to Lagos.
Yeah, because each time Lagos outbreaks now, apart from just pushing up, you're pushing them as it's connecting to a group outbreak.
That's true.
Yeah. Whereas, yeah, you still got a bit of breathing room with Miami. So.
That's a really wonderful and really terrible term.
That's
Well
the
done
cards.
for eradicating black.
Sydney.
You got Sydney
Australia.
and you got
And
Kolkata,
yeah.
which is fine.
Thank you.
And now, because we didn't forecast, it's all a surprise. Madrid gets one. Essen gets one.
No, it doesn't. No, it's
Oh
quarantine.
yeah. And Karachi gets one, but it's eradicated.
So nice. Let's eradicate blue too.
How close are you to?
I have no
You
red.
have no
Okay,
red.
I have 2
And
reds.
red.
and
I have 2 red.
Everyone, you see, you can quite easily give your 2 reds over.
Yeah, but do I want to quarantine Miami? If I want to do that, it'll cost me 1, 2, 3 actions, and then I can give. And then I could.
Which one's more? Well, like we've got. I mean, my focus doesn't have to be on like the next turn. I can focus on not a lot. That's fine. I can't get anywhere. No, I can build my base.
Yeah, we want to build bases.
I can build quite a few bases. I can build bases everywhere.
Awesome. Good job.
Not in Sao Paulo. Let's not do that.
It's not a bad idea.
You do.
We do want to.
If you're doing this one, you do need one around that area. So.
We do want a military base.
I mean,
in
I
South America eventually.
could go there. I could go to Sao Paulo.
No,
I can build bases everywhere.
You want an exit strategy for South Paulo.
Yeah. I don't really want to go
one.
there, but I can build a base.
I'd just like to point out, death by faded is an exit strategy. It's not the way you thought.
No, you're really important though.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do. I can build a base in Paris in the next turn.
So I can get you one.
Yeah, and then I can turn
That's
over
fine.
2, and
Okay.
we'll work towards it.
Yeah. So I'm going to fly to Mexico City.
Yep.
Can you put me in Mexico City and then take me
Is it
across to
worth-
Miami?
2.
And then I'll
Having
put
a red
quarantine?
convention, like just going over to Asia and all meeting up and
Yeah, would be
Getting
for you
together.
guys for sure.
when
And now,
And so then
so now I give one and I hang out in a faded city.
No,
No,
you're
I'll
not in a
faded
faded
city
city
yet.
yet.
potentially faded city. Have
It'll
some
be
salt.
fine. You got 15 cards, isn't
Yeah.
that?
Are you sure?
Yep.
Is this the best move?
Yep.
Because there's a lot of red around.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Now.
What do you got? Beijing, Bangkok,
You've
Tokyo,
got to do
Sydney?
the thing.
Oh, it
Yeah.
keeps.
No, just looking to see what red cards they have.
Nice. Very good.
Good.
Nice.
I wanted red.
And the
It's got the
blacks,
red.
blacks, blacks, blacks.
The yellow.
Bogota,
This is the quarantine. Nicely quarantined.
Chicago.
Chicago.
So now we're in new territory.
Excellent.
Taipei.
Okay. Alright. So, I can build a base in black and sort of make my way over to red to get some cardies.
Is there anything pressing that we need to take care of?
Did we want a base in Paris still?
Well, yeah, so I can, but I just can't get over red. And
What is
I
that?
remember them saying something about red.
She's
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Build, yeah.
Or
But then you can fly from there quite easily.
I've got Algiers, where we could build a base, or Chennai, which is here. So I can build something there as well, but it would take me longer to get to Chennai.
Yeah, you don't just make it.
I like Paris. It's next to Essen and Algiers.
Yeah, I can build a base there, but that's my whole turn. Are you happy with that? If we want to get me some red cards, who has one?
I have Sydney and Tokyo.
Bangkok and Beijing.
They're not really near each other, are they?
No.
Because we don't have any research bases over here. What?
I don't want to do that. Miami's not going to pop up on the timeline.
Mm.
You got a quarantine on it.
Yeah. But if Miami card comes out and Bogota pops, it's quite possible. Anyway, hopefully.
I'll put down I'll throw one your way when
I can start eradicating blue as well. Well, I can't, but I'll be in blue and we can try and eradicate. I'm just not sure whether I should go to red
No, well, hold on. If you put a
base. like
research
Paris,
station there, or do we want a military base?
we could start building military bases. Can I build a military base?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can build them, you can't use them though.
I can't use them.
Well, I'm just thinking if a research station goes there,
Joel can use them.
I can use them. I'm
No,
not the only
sorry.
one.
Nat can. But if you put it there, then the medic can do a quick tour of duty and eradicate blue.
That's true. Can the medic use them?
No.
No, because she's on a research. If it was a research station. Yeah.
And you're pink?
Yeah.
A pink medic?
Well,
Send out blood.
I mean, it's much of a yep.
Yeah. Look, I don't know.
I mean, I think it's either build a structure or try and make our way to red, and red will take longer and
Red will take
is
longer. I think
helpful.
we're better to wait another round to
Yep.
see what cards everyone gets and then
One,
make a strategy.
2, 3, and
Pay your Paris card.
can I put this here?
Mm-hmm.
I built a research station
Mm-hmm.
in Paris. Cool.
Red card, red card, red card.
Oh!
Yeah.
That was very nicely done, John.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all
Black,
good.
black, 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 black.
Yay!
Black, black.
Not black, but
It's okay, that's okay.
Black,
one more.
Black, black, black.
Oh!
It's already faded, so it gets another fade.
Not the worst, not the
Maybe
worst.
quarantining Khartoum also.
Yeah.
Good idea. Alright, so my go.
Oh god.
I could potentially go down and put a quarantine on Bogota, but then I wouldn't. So yeah, or I can do the tour of duty and try and clear out blue.
There's one in Chicago as well. We're not going to clear blue. Don't worry about it. What is the extra clearing? If we were to clear blue and we were to put a third sticker on that, what would it be? Is it worth going for?
It just
Yeah,
means we
third-
we get a
There's
little
only
bit of
two
breathing room.
thirds. Easier agents, you can discover a cure for this disease with one fewer card. So for the
So
scientists,
it would
it's
be
3.
Or we can, because we only get two things at the end of the round anyway, we have eradicated black, so we can drop that first one on black and make it black easier.
The other
as
thing
well.
that eradicating a disease does though is just
Yeah.
we breathe when we turn
Yeah,
classes.
Yeah, but that's only for the rest of this game.
Yeah.
I think getting that, you don't need to be in a research station on black would be awesome, because then we don't need to be in a research station.
So
already.
we've got no rush to clear blue. So we use that sticker for black, and then we use the other upgrade for whatever else.
Except,
Assuming we win.
except there's also breathing room, depending on what you're
Yeah.
paying attention. So.
I think we're okay for breathing room. They're all
You
gonna
say that now.
they're all going to get one more cube.
Go on, complete the trilogy. What's the worst sticky?
If we get another epidemic, then we can go clear it, and then it'll be fine for the rest of the game.
We're pretty sad in like all the other
One,
cities, and then it's
two.
even harder to clear.
We have been extraordinarily unlucky in this game.
No,
No, I don't think so.
you're still playing. You have not been
No.
unlucky at all.
It's been pretty good at dropping 3s in cities we didn't want to have 3s in.
So, how's this? I walk down to Bogota, quarantine. 1, 2, 3. I then. No, I can't do that.
Can we fly out?
That's what I thought I could do, but I don't actually have that card. So
Can you then fly to Bangkok or Beijing?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Fly to Bangkok or Beijing.
I would maybe.
That's a good idea.
We're Beijing, and then
You can't fly to
potentially-
Beijing, can you?
She's got the card.
No, but you can't
No, I
fly.
can't fly.
You can't fly to Beijing.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
Fly to Bangkok. Or there's the black cards as well. You could fly one of those.
yeah.
That's safe.
No, they're not.
Around Beijing.
They're all in there. You're probably
Yeah.
best being in Bangkok.
Okay. So, here's my turn. 1, 2,
Thank you.
3. I'm getting out of here! 4.
Bravely surrounded.
Essen?
Oh,
Oh
Pandemic.
I'm sorry.
That's not your fault.
You will be. It's always the follow up.
Black.
It's the rule.
Anything but Mexico City.
Black.
Kinshasa.
Ah.
It's already faded. It's fine.
But
So
against
that
3,
means
so
it's
it,
three.
it
No.
outbreaks.
And
Which
then it
means-
makes Khartoum outbreak.
Yeah. So we get 2 outbreaks.
No,
No, Khartoum doesn't, but Lagos does.
no,
No.
because it's got a.
Oh yeah, quarantine.
That's good.
And
That's
that
good.
gets
The
me
both still up 1,
So that's at 2 now.
and that's a 2.
And a sticker.
Africa's in trouble, yo.
Africa's been in trouble.
At least it's yellow though. Like it would have been much worse if it was black.
Because the blacks in Africa are just terrible.
No. No, but like they're all connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Cool. Now we just have to do the rest of the turn.
Oh yeah.
So now,
But this
About where you're gonna put
every time.
that.
Can we get a
Quarantine.
sticker for
Yeah.
Kinshasa?
Yep, see
It's
it's
already
there.
there.
No,
Outbreak sticker.
Joel, please let us.
About another 30 seconds and I would have said something. I was waiting for you to wake up. So. It's the only reason why this time I've taken these cards.
Okay. Now,
No, it's just my
as a suggestion for where you put your free quarantine, Khartoum.
Oh, sorry,
Can I
the
say
faded
you
guy.
guys would be great?
It actually doesn't matter.
Yeah. You
Because if Lagos or Kinshasa go, then they both hit Khartoum and it gets hit by outbreak. So it will go anyway.
It's the gateway
Yeah, I know.
to-
I
Yeah,
know.
but that's also potentially a going handy one. Like no matter what, I know
Yeah.
spreading Cairo over.
Yeah, Lagos not being connected to allergies is awesome.
We need to celebrate, guys, so we can finish this game.
Still in threes?
Are we ready?
No.
Just do it.
Cairo is now faded.
That's cool. That's alright. We can deal with this, guys.
No, it's now faded for the rest
I
of
know,
the
but I'm
Can
just,
you
you
pass
know.
the sheet across? That should go. Need some numbers.
But there's no more epidemic cards in there?
I've got one more.
Okay, how many?
We're getting heaps.
So I've fed down to here,
So
fed
that's-
down to here.
Yep.
So
And now both of those
One,
go outbreak.
two, which goes down 3, 4.
Does that lose us the game?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Oh.
Stupid zombies. That's cool, guys. We get funded events now.
I don't think I would have played it any differently. Like, I don't know what we could have done.
We got pretty screwed.
Let's just hope people more talented than us are looking after the Zika virus.
That's a certainty.
Okay, so we never use yellow cubes again?
No. Yellow cubes and now king of the past.
Now we get end of game options.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And upgrades. Did we put down a...
We can put down military.
We didn't put down a military base at the start of the game.
No.
Damn.
Did we remind you?
Yeah.
I thought that was this one.
No, that was already there. So first of all, we eradicated black, so we do have the option of giving it its first sticker. Common structure, you know, not need to be in a research station.
That's a good one to do.
Character upgrades, we can hand out character upgrades. We can create unfunded events.
The unfunded event where you can remove a faded.
There was one of those. Where did it go? It's over there.
So that's on the card. So we put that on
On
a card.
city.
Yeah.
If we put it on a yellow
One
city,
faded
so
figure, though. So.
No, it's not that powerful.
well, we have no other way to remove them, and it can stop.
Hang on, before you select, sorry, I did forget, it needs to read card. Doesn't matter. Scratch this card if you win a game in April, so
Sure.
that's all good.
And
then that's me, so.
we'll fill out our character cards as well. Thanks.
Okay. These are new ones, so salvage your cups on them. You wonder what doesn't work immediately.
It doesn't work on this
I just wrote them up.
substance.
On this paper.
N.
Sure.
This is very much.
I've slowly got it working.
That's it. I'll take that one.
What is that thingy for April? Is it just APR?
Yep.
I know it seems really obvious.
What's the date today?
There it was. 7th.
It's been about 2 months since we played.
Almost exactly. And no to a win.
Started the thing. Reminder to everyone it's been 2 months since they've played it for.
Yeah.
We've got 40 minutes ago.
Alright.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's totally fine. I can have 8 anyway.
So our character upgrades. Grizzle, do not gain a scar when you're in a city when it outbreaks. Flexible for an action, discard a card to draw a card of the same colour from the player discard pile. It seems odd. Pilot, do not discard a card when taking direct flight. Show the card and return it to your hand. That's pretty powerful.
Is it though?
Means that you could fly somewhere then build a research station there.
Fly somewhere.
Yeah.
So those are character upgrades. Unfunded events are remove one disease cube from anyone on the board.
That could be good. It's like placing a quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but that only happens once.
Yeah. It's
Have
once
you
per
got
game.
all the game upgrades? You got the individual cards as well?
We've got this one.
I've been hoarding information on it. I don't think so.
Grassroots program. The person who plays this card may discard up to 3 city cards, removing one cube matching colour of each card from anywhere on the board.
But that could be.
I feel like I still feel like the. Do we get the game upgrade for here regardless, or is that the
No,
upgrade
that's-
we get?
So we get
Choose
two,
to do
and
it.
that can be
Yeah.
one of them.
I still think that's one of the most powerful ones to choose. To
Common structure.
create that structure.
For the
Yeah,
people
that's
wanting to play.
been amazing.
Yep.
Holy Joe.
So lock in.
Welcome common structure.
Sure.
Do we want that one?
I think
I
that's.
yeah.
All the others are like, yeah, that's alright, but it's only once in the game.
Yeah. This one stays.
It's only once in the game.
You want to put it down because you're so good at stickers.
Yeah, I really want it. I'll put it down.
I almost want to give. I wish we could. I almost want to give Kristen Grizzled.
Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't. That doesn't help.
It
if
doesn't help
it's
against the
the faded thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Only if it outbreaks while you're in it, which I'm unlikely to be.
Removing one faded figure from any city is not bad.
If we have to go for one.
And so because this is a sticker on a city card, we
It doesn't
don't
go
lose
from-
it
Yeah.
if we win.
We also have these ones, more character upgrades, local pressure. If you're in a military base, you may quarantine an adjacent city with the quarantine action. Formidable, you may use a city card from an adjacent city when building any structure. And veteran, you may take a military shuttle flight action. Did we get more character upgrades from the faded?
I'm going to say no. Yes. There will be
No, but not now yet.
Yeah.
Would it be good to have the military base as an upgrade?
That's already,
We can't do
we
it.
can't do it, we didn't build a new one.
Oh.
We could make that Paris one permanent.
The research station, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a good one to make?
Well, we're now not needing them.
Hmm.
The only
good point.
the good thing about research stations is that we can move between them without
Move
being
fast. Yeah.
military. But if we move towards a military kind of approach, then someone's map of that. As well as these ones get torn down if the city
Yeah.
is falling.
So they're kind of more irrelevant at this point in the game, the white buildings. Not
Not irrelevant,
but
they're really good for movement for everybody except the quarantine specialists, and they're good for movement for everybody. Everybody can use them. Just the fact that we haven't got any in red is a bit of an annoyance.
Well, if we. Is the dispatcher military?
No. The quarantine specialist and the ops expert.
So far.
That's it.
Yeah, none of your original characters were military. Mr.
Anybody got a preference?
I like this one. Yes, it is only once per game. We don't lose it, and then we actually do have an unfunded event.
Yeah, for the rest of their life. Yeah.
What city do we want?
The yellow one.
Yeah, one of the yellow ones.
Hmm.
What do you reckon?
Lagos. That's
Because who wants to fly into Lagos? Right?
Yeah. Airstrikes. Airstrikes.
What's an
Yeah.
airstrike?
What does it do?
Take out one faded character from anywhere on the board.
And we can do it at the beginning of the game, or
No, when we have the card. It'll be put onto a card and you play the card.
yeah. Maybe like Cairo or one of the gateway ones.
Like.
Well, no, it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't matter which one it's on. But if we use it as for this, then we can't use it to find the cure for a disease. So we do want to put on yellow.
We don't want to fly into Lagos or Kinshasa, so those are the obvious ones because they've already got the outbreaks. So, and I like the idea of putting it on Lagos because that's the
Zero City?
zero city.
We really need the quarantine specialist still, don't we? She's the only one that can.
Yeah, she can launch quarantines at those cities. Yeah.
Well, let's put it on Lagos. What do we think? Do we want that, or do we want to
Or
make?
do we want a permanent?
Or do we
Paris?
want
That's the only other one that I
Paris?
think is reasonable. Yeah. Sorry. Interrupted.
My preference is this one. Preference?
I don't mind. This one's more accessible though. We could upgrade that for the whole game. Although,
No, we need to start phasing out.
If we want to get into a building mode,
which we need to,
the
don't we?
character upgrade formidable would be the way to go.
But we don't have that character on board.
No, it's a character upgrade.
You may use a city card from an adjacent city when building any structure.
Because I feel like one of the things in that game that was really hard was getting to places. But that's not necessarily, like it's ideal for, because it's so central.
It means blue is purely taken care of. We've got Atlanta, we've got Paris. We don't need any more mobility within blue. We need mobility elsewhere, but we didn't do that in this game. But how much faster would we be taking care of blue if we had started in Paris?
Yeah,
Like the medic could have literally been like,
Then, yeah, we have no idea what's going to
But it might be red next time.
Exactly.
Or black.
but is it time that we start building everywhere to try and?
I think it's time that we switch to start building greens because the game is clearly telling us that we need to be building greens.
Yeah. So we leave Paris. We don't worry about Paris.
Everyone in Paris. What do you do?
I'm not sure because you can use it once in the game
Mm-hmm.
and you can only use it if you pick up that card.
Well, there is a character upgrade called Rivals. And if you discard 2, you can take any card from the discard. The card is just played from the discard pile.
I feel like the dispatcher could get us out of a lot of trouble though with scars.
Especially with starting with code cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would the dispatcher replace?
At the moment, I'd probably say work out your upgrades and work out your characters at the start of the next
Yeah.
game. Not that your lone foot is invalid, just
Yeah. Because it's not like we can't also build a military base.
Is there a character upgrade where you
Correct.
can make the scientist have even less cards?
to do a cure. No.
That's the level 3 disease.
Yeah, there's 2 of those, so you can do that to 2 diseases.
So if we eradicate blue, we can then say easier agents. You discover quite a few cards.
Never mind.
Yeah, because the scientists think, I just want to cure a disease with 1 card.
Well, it would be useful because it would be
Yes, it would be
It would
useful.
be
Yes.
useful. Like if that was it, I was like, I feel like I read that, and I did. It was just not
Yes.
a character.
You read that in fans' wish lists.
Well, it's there, but it's just for one disease and not forever. It's not a character.
This is all happening after John said he decided that it's best to play with 6 cards rather than 5 because it's too easy.
We did get a really rough run like that last game.
I repeat, my first game with this, the game is over after 3 minutes. That is a rough game.
Wasn't that because somebody didn't shuffle the deck?
Yeah.
We've done that.
Not naming names in case Tim gets
We
embarrassed.
have done that in 2 moves, and the deck was shuffled. It was just this game can shoot you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the
so here's the whole point of this game. All his moves are back up.
Okay.
That could not have been this particular game. We could not have pulled out cards to place 3
That
city.
gives you dog tag.
Worse.
If you're medic.
Yeah.
That gives you dog tag.
Yeah,
if
but
you're
it's only for one character, so we want to know that character's going to be reliable and in-game.
And not dead.
When have you ever met a completely sane medic? Come on.
I still think it would be good for the medic because then they can use the
Because we can
grey
place
structures.
buildings and we don't seem sold on the idea of having a research station, I'm leaning towards the car.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Carl.
Not the character upgrade now?
We should, no. We don't have enough. Which one were you looking at?
The build.
formidable.
Formidable.
Oh yeah.
We don't get both.
I'm just still not necessarily sold on the faded thing.
Okay, yeah, now I'm actually voting him. Yeah.
Like it
Give us
just,
that.
I feel, I'm just not necessarily sold on having a 1 in blah 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 chance of picking it up
I reckon
and then it being able to be used at exactly the right time.
formidable might be good, especially if we're focusing on a bit more infrastructure.
Mm. Well, that's when you get your ops expert into the game, get someone with formidable and
There you go.
So can we
I
only
thought I
put,
said that. Did I start?
can we only put game end upgrades on characters that are in play?
Yes, I should. Yeah.
So
I still like that.
Next round
Formidable
we-
doesn't go on the ops expert because he doesn't need cards anyway.
It doesn't need it.
next time we need to have a military base in each of the 6 major regions.
We may get more objectives, we don't know.
Okay.
I feel like this is just getting worse.
But the thing is, we didn't actually create a military base this time, so we can't make it permanent, so we can't do anything about that this time.
Alright. Yes, you can only play upgrades to characters that were just in the game. You can place an upgrade over an existing one
Ooh.
if you want to change it out. So you don't have to hoard your slots, but the only character who can have more than 2 was Nat's original character, the Generalist, who can have 4 upgrades.
So you can make that generalist into anything you want it to be.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So we've got 2 people leaning towards the building now.
I think it's either the building or a character upgrade. Because I think if you want an upgrade, you want something that you can use consistently and something you can use throughout the game. But that's just me. That might be a risk-averse strategy.
So we do know that if we make that permanent, and Paris gets 1 more outbreak, we lose it.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's
which
probably
is
not-
not bad. It's we can start there and prevent outbreaks.
I don't know, but I just wasn't sold on airstrike. But if somebody can sell me on airstrike, that's fine too.
We're getting 2 of those cards this game. The funded events, because we lost, we get to choose 2 to throw into the deck.
But this one will never lose.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem that great. I know I said it's now, but
Although if you have that rivals thing, you can constantly just pick it back up,
Yeah.
can't you?
And that's where you could have the ops expert. He comes into our next game, he becomes rivals with somebody else in the game.
But that person has to have played that card. That's the other
Yeah.
catch.
yeah, that's
So you need to get it
A lot
into
of
the
this.
hand of the person who he's rivals with.
Yeah. Oh, into it.
Well,
into
either
one
of them can
2.
do it. So the ops
Yeah.
expert can play it in the role.
So if you have the researcher in the game, the researcher can give it to either of the 2 rivals easily. So you've got a 1 in 4 chance of it not going to a rival.
So I think it's between.
I think it's a coin flip.
I think it's so. Is it between the airstrike, formidable, and Paris? Is those what we're thinking? I still think it'd be good to give veteran to the medic, but that's just might be too early. Just while we have game end upgrades. Do we always get game end upgrades?
Mm-hmm.
So that's where sometimes it's an advantage losing because you get 2 more upgrades.
I think it's, yeah, we don't know what the right thing's going to be until we do it.
Okay, so if we get this one, we have to make a relationship next one. So that means we have to bring a new person into the game to make that as effective as possible.
Well, yeah,
I'm
for it
leaning
to be as
towards one
effective
of
as
these.
possible, it needs to get brought in. They can still get brought in the game after next, if you like.
If we want to use the straight way. And that's good for building structures. Like, that's pretty good for building structures. So who would you give it to?
Someone doesn't have too much else to do.
Researcher has very
No.
little to do. Scientist.
So far.
No,
Yeah,
I played researcher for like
Yeah.
all the last game and all I did was like healer.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
researcher or
But you did it,
scientist
yeah.
as well.
Thank you.
Researcher or scientist, because most of the cards are going to go to the scientist.
Is the researcher an upgrade? Researcher doesn't have an upgrade.
Yeah.
What's your?
Mine is increase your handle by one.
Nice.
That's cool.
I think the research is potentially just going to feed cards. Oh no, well, if I, yeah.
That's right, but
Sentences.
did you see how many you ended up with? Like, that's not
Yeah.
great for trying to fly around.
And it's not great for trying to build stuff if I,
Yeah, because you're constantly
Whereas-
having to feed cards.
whereas you
Constantly
get quite a
getting
big,
cards.
yeah, so I think it goes to the scientist.
Or-
Yeah, scientist, because you've got nothing to do, and also you want to be getting rid of cards.
And
so
you don't,
can
you don't need to go
keep-
to,
You don't need to go to research stations at all now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
think
can
it's
just I can
scientist.
just jump around building things. if we
Yeah.
So
do
you
that.
want to go scientist?
Well, so
Yeah.
do we want? So if we do that, we want to put it on a scientist.
Yes.
Yes.
There's still the airstrike. There's still Paris.
Yeah.
So we know what we'll do with the character upgrade if we get it. Do we want to do airstrike?
Just one other point, sorry, on the
Yeah.
previous one, was that we tend to get the minimum you need to the scientist to cure the disease and then no more. So the rest of us have ended up with a few of all the colours.
Mm.
But I guess you have as well. You
But
can
I,
collect them
yeah,
after you-
I'll just feed extra ones to her.
So if you've got a card thing where you're trying to get people to places.
But our turns, like, how many times do we go, oh, we just need that extra turn to, like, throw a quarantine or heal a whole city?
Yeah.
So our
We're
turns
not
are
gonna
pretty,
be busy.
we don't
Yeah.
have, there's never a turn where we're
Yeah.
like, oh, I didn't use all 4 of my actions.
Yeah.
Whereas my turn is like, I could do this many, I could do this, I don't know. I could
Yeah.
go
At
forward.
least,
And
yeah,
it
you
was the
could
same
be
when you were the
building.
researcher, I
Yeah.
guess, and you're like, what do I do with my remaining 3 turns? The most important part of my role is done.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, I'm torn, they're all good.
And that one, to use it this round, we have to bring a new player.
No.
No,
To
we
make
don't
it
need
as
to.
effective as possible,
Yeah.
it would be advisable.
And-
to bring it.
I really think the team we've got right now is actually good for what we're doing right now.
Well, why not
If you get formidable, it's great because then you can bring in the ops expert next game.
Yeah.
bring in
So-
the...
Maybe?
Yeah, there's also to bring in the dispatcher so that no one gets stuck in a city with...
Like
It
one-
depends on the dispatcher's turn and
Yeah,
who's.
I've got a little duty that lets me remotely charge.
Oh, I saw something put in there because it's the same thing. Well, good.
I get like 3 hours of battery life.
Ouch. I think if we want to go on a building kick,
Formidable
this
is good.
turn, no, this game isn't the one to do it. I think we try and get our April win, and then in our first main game, we
That's
go
right,
on
we do
here.
April again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then we
Okay.
go on a, because we get a free building that we didn't use in our first game in April.
Great.
We do that
But
again.
it's for the whole month, so as long as you don't forget it this time.
Yeah.
Even though I said it twice and Joel said it about 20 times.
Yeah.
What do we want to do?
I'm leaning towards the building right now.
The what?
Making the Paris one permanent.
It is very connected.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
What do we think?
Yeah, alright. You guys are happy with that?
White sticker. So I want a white sticker. We're done. Post-game deliberations. Got there eventually.
It only took about 3 times as long as the game. so-
Yeah.
It's a very stressful game. You never feel like you're okay.
So everything's all done? Excellent.